live with Tao. With inclusiveness, your boundaries expand. When I say be inclusive, it is not a mere word. This word inclusive or inclusiveness is not a mere word. It is a phenomenon. Let us look at one thing. If you are trying to include a tree within you, then you have to remember what tree represents. Tree has something which is exposed, which you can see. A major part of it remains hidden deep within the earth, but it is that part which provides the nourishment to the plant. So two parts: the outer dimension of the tree that you see, the inner dimension that you do not see, but it is also important. It helps the tree in its growth in myriad ways. When the roots nourish the tree, many flowers blossom, buds come, spread their fragrance, beauty, the green of the leaves, the season of autumn. All these are to be included. So when you are including someone in your life, you have to include his totality or her totality into yourself. Not only those things that you like, not the thorns. Including a rose plant within you means the flowers and thorns both. You cannot, by nature, you want to include the flowers, its beauty, its softness, its delicacy, but not the thorns. So you have not included the rose plant within you as part of your consciousness totally. Then you will not expand. You will remain limited. This is what I mean when I say be inclusive. Let the tree go in, be totally rooted in you, as if the tree is rooted deep within you, and from there it is growing. Allow the person to grow within you as part of you. Let the flower go in and allow it to flower there. You cannot believe it because there is no way unless you experience it. Concentrate on a bud of a rose flower. Concentrate on it. Go on concentrating on it and allow it to be transferred to the inner. So when you are including a person, include him and then allow him to grow from there as part of you. It will add a new dimension to your relationships. There is an important juncture that I have come in presenting the insights into the work by Nivedita. The first one, Life, Love and Light, has already finished. The second, Life of Bliss Beyond Duality, I've reached to the point where different aspects of relationships, relating, intricacies of relationships, what does a properly developed relationship, evolved relationship does to you. So inclusiveness and relationships are interrelated. Unless you include the person into your life and allow him to grow deep within you, how can you conceive of a relationship? There are so many dimensions that you have never known of relationship. Relationship improves your immune system. It increases your life span. And so many other things that you have never heard or imagined about. So inclusiveness is the beginning of a healthy relationship that allows you to go beyond all boundaries. So let everything, concentrate on it, go on concentrating on it and allow it to be transferred to the inner. And when really your inner experience of the bud has become so real that the outer bud, just like the outer bud, the so-called real bud appears to be just a shadow of it. The real idea is now inside you, what a bird's supposed to be, what a total person supposed to be. It is evolving out of you. The real essence is inside you. The real essence of the person is inside you. The outer that you see, there may be many faults in the person, many shortcomings, that only then can be ignored. The outer is just a faint copy. When you have come to this point, and then close your eyes and concentrate on the inner bud or the person deep within you. The person whom you have experienced in your innerness, deep within. You will be amazed, because the person that you have experienced deep within, the bud that you have experienced deep within, it starts opening and become a flower. Then the person that you have included into your life as part of you, you have brought him inside, not inside the house, inside your innerness. Then slowly and slowly you observe him growing and expanding into multifarious dimensions. Such a flower, such a person, you have never known as yet. And you cannot meet that flower outside. So that innerness that you have experienced in that person, and the experience of this innerness is the cornerstone of the relationship. You relate to a person only on the surface, but you do not allow that person to go deep within you and grow within the innerness that you have. And when this happens, when that person whom you are including into your life begins to grow deep within you, then you will enter into an unimaginable dimension of relationship, and you will relate with the person in a totally different manner. because it is your growth. It has grown deep within you. And this kind of inclusiveness is very important aspect of, is the cornerstone of a healthy relationship. You cannot meet that flower outside, you cannot meet that person outside. Now it is a rare phenomenon when something starts growing within you, opening and blossoming. In this way, be inclusive. And when you have included the person in this way into your life, you allow your boundaries to expand. Then you can include anyone. You begin with your lover, with your beloved, your friends, your family, strangers, and then by and by you will include the entire cosmos. And the enemy will be the last point. And when you can include the enemy, you can include him to enter in you and be rooted there and become part of your consciousness. Then nothing is inimical to you. Then the whole world can become your home, and you will be comfortable wherever you are. You will be comfortable in any company that you enter. Then nothing is strange, no one is alien, and you are at ease with everyone. You are at ease with everyone. But be aware of the cunningness of the mind. The mind will go on saying to you something which you cannot do, and then you cannot do it. And if you cannot do it, and when you cannot do it, the mind will say, such things are absurd, leave them. The mind will set a target for you to reach, and the targets that mind has set cannot be reached. Always remember that, and do not be a victim of your own mind. Always start from somewhere which is within your reach, which is possible for you, but do not jump into the impossible in the beginning. It is a proverb, creep before you walk. You start taking a calculative steps. When one foot is firm, then you can take a next step forward. If you can grow in the possible, in this manner, in the possible, the impossible is only the other end of it. It is not opposite to it. Like as such as you consider there are two things, possible and impossible. They are contrary to one another. But when you have taken the first step, which is possible for you, and that step that you have taken has become firm, then the impossible, the next step, will not remain impossible or will not remain opposite to you. It is only the other end. And to complete the one step, a step that seemed to be impossible for you, you have taken. You have seen a little infant, a toddler, trying to walk. So he first stands up holding something. holding something, he tries to stand up. And when he stands up, he continues holding that object. Then he leaves that object to find himself that if his stance is stable. And then he makes one step and pauses. There is no rush for him. And when he is firm in that, then he takes the next step. This is how he moves. If you can grow in the possible, then the impossible is only the other end to it, not opposite, not contradictory, not conflicting. It is only the other end. It is the same spectrum. The other end of the spectrum. Spectrum has 7 colors. The red is the last from the top and the first from below. So if you start from somewhere, from the first, like you are climbing the ladder, you have to start from the first step of the ladder, which is within your reach. The last step is not in your reach. You cannot start from there. You have to start from where? With that which is in your reach, which is possible for you. It is possible for you to stand, to climb the first step. And then this is a systematic process. Then you reach the second step and you continue the journey until you reach the last step. Then the last, there will be no contradiction between the first and the last step. Although they are far apart from one another, but they are a part of the process of the journey. They are not contradictory, they are not conflicting. Instead, they are interrelated or connected to one another. The possible and impossible both are connected to one another. The first step is possible, this last step. The next step is impossible, and then both are connected to one another. If you have taken the first step successfully, or entered the dimension of possibility, then you can enter the dimension that which seems to be impossible in the beginning. And this is how the life's journey goes on. So you have reached the other end of the spectrum. Other end of the spectrum, and that is how the life's journey continues. So be inclusive, include. As you include one thing, then you have included, like say you start from a step that is close to you, within your reach, then you can move on all these steps. Now you expand in multifarious ways. So enough for now.